unboxing video of DR Otek's first metal detector. Ooh. Right, it has already been opened because we've had a bit of a check to make sure everything's in there. So here we go. Nice little cartoon on the side that I am going to be taking off and putting up somewhere because that's really cute. Instructions, very important. Nothing like IKEA. They do tell you exactly how to use it. Bubble wrap. The coil. Oh, that's quite light actually. Oh, that is light. I tell you what, it feels very strong. There have been some metal detectors that I've had and the coil is flimsy as hell. But this actually feels quite strong and quite sturdy. Oh, I like that. Ooh. Right, next we have... Oh, and if I call something the wrong name, my husband will correct me. Earphones.
Headset.
Headset. Earphones, headset, same thing. Oh, they're quite good actually. Nice padding for the ears. Again, quite sturdy, nice long lead. Padding on the top of the head. And they're adjustable, which is good if you've got a big head. Put them there. The arm grip.
Arm cup.
Arm cup. That feels quite soft and nice. It's got padding on the inside, which is always good. Adjustable Velcro. That's quite strong as well. I do like it when they build things for quality. That's good. Right, what do we have here? Nice little pouch with DR Otek. Oh, and belt loops as well, which is quite handy. So this must only be your digger, or your shovel, or your stabby tool, whatever you want to call it. Measurements at the side with a little serrated edge, and it's got a bottle opener for those hot days on a dig when you just want to crack a beer open. There's a small diggy tool. This is actually quite strong. We actually got one of these with our first ever metal detector from a different company. I'm not going to name drop. It was so flimsy. This is actually really good. I'm actually really impressed with this. Oh, screws in well. That is actually really good. I'm quite impressed with that. Oh, look, it's got a little hole as well. Not sure what the hole's for. Maybe pasta? But
What? It's a hexagonal shape, so I'm assuming that's going to be a spanner.
Yeah, very possible. I quite like that. Sorry, spending too much time on the diggy tool.
No, you're not.
Right. Right, next. As you can see, like I said, we have opened this before just to make sure everything was okay. So it doesn't arrive like this. This was our fault. A fines pouch. Oh, I quite like that. Oh, that's better than the one that I have. Let's have a little look inside. Nice and deep. And it's got an inside zip as well. So that is for all of my iron, and that is for all of my rusty stuff. There's no little pockets for any serious finds I find, but I'm sure I can find somewhere. And again, DR Otek. Nice expandable waistband there, which is good for those who have a little bit of extra on there. Oh, there's my stick.
That's a stem, not a stick, but yeah, go on.
That's the middle bit of the stem, and that's the bottom bit of the stem. There we go. It's pretty self-explanatory.
So which one's the bottom and which one's the middle?
This one's the bottom bit because it's got the funny teeth thing on it.
Now I know you're telling lies because that bit's the bottom bit with where the coil goes onto.
Yeah, look, this bit is the bottom bit with the wiggly bits. See, I did it to test him, just to make sure he knows his detectors. So there we go. So bottom bit, that attaches to the coil with these.
Do you want to leave that bit until you actually do the fitting of it?
Ooh, and we have the control box. Now I've seen one of these on a different video with it working, which I will show you in a bit. And to be quite honest, it looks really good. All of these bits I've just unpacked look really, really good, and they look really sturdy. So I'm actually really impressed with that. It's none of this cheap material that you get. It's quite strong, and some decent money has been spent on getting this so it's a decent first detector. Oh, and there is the handle for your detector and the top of your sticky bit, so that will go like that. It's also a walking stick for a very short person. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 adjustments for people who are either really, really tall or, like me, really, really short. But yeah, that's good. The only thing I would improve on that is a bit of padding or something on the handle, because it's very strong plastic, it is very sturdy, but I can see that making your hand sore after a while. So maybe a bit of padding or something on there. But apart from that, one empty box. There's all my bits. Right, now do you want to fit it together? Oh, this is going to be the good bit. Right, the last time I fitted something together was a computer desk, and I put half of it back to front. So right, well, this is why you have a destruction manual. Yes. Now let's see how easy this is. Right, let's see how good this is for me to follow, because there's sometimes I'm not the brightest. Okay, little tiny screwdriver. That's actually really cute. I like that. Okay, now the front of it shows you how it should look when it's done, and it shows you the control box there when it's all done up. Lots of instructions in here. Let's just find the right page. It's normally the first page. It's not on there. Oh, it is on there. It's on the very front. I told you I wasn't the brightest. Right. Are you ready? Insert the lower stem into search coil and lock it with the lock nut. Okay, so that's that bit, as I was corrected. These are quite sturdy as well, actually, which is quite good. Nothing worse than trying to put something in and it breaks. Oh. Just to mention, the rubbers are already in the stem, so you don't have to mess around fitting them up. Also, get your head out the way, Andrew, while sorry, she's trying to knock you out. I've just hit my husband on the head with the sticky thing. Hang on. Oh, the irony. Right. We'll say you don't want it too tight, but not too slack either. Right, you want it so the stem can move easy enough, but not so it will fall when you're detecting. So there we go. That's nice and secure. You can position that and it won't flop around. Right, the next bit. This bit's got 3 adjustments on it. I think this one, I'm sure that's, I am having to help here because so that sits on, essentially that sits on there. There we go. Stick that there for now. Tighten that up. I will give you back the Katie. So there we go, you put the handle bit on there, so that wasn't the middle bit. No. My apologies. And then this bit the one with the funny groovy things in there, goes in the top of the handle, where you've got a little lock nut there. Well, it's not a nut, is it? It's like holes. There we go.
It's not in, it's not in, it's not in.
It is in.
That's definitely a lot.
That is very sturdy, actually. That's very strong. I quite like that. Oh, you've even got a little Velcro strap there.
Do you know what that's for?
That I presume it's for the wire.
Once you've cut it.
Yep.
Once you've done
what it's for. Once you've connected the wire to the
what do you have to do
box.
with the coil? What do you have to do with the coil first? Do you have to do with the coil wire even?
Oh, twist it round the stem. Once you've got the coil wire, when you've got the coil wire, very carefully.
A little bit tighter. A little bit tighter.
Not too tight. But see this here? Very clever. And then take that off of there. Thread it round. There we go, and it will keep that nicely in place, which is very handy. You don't want your lead too tight, but you don't want it too slack either. Okay. Next, you have your arm grip or your cuff, and again, that's got a little screw in there. So just undo that from there, like so. And this bit comes off as so. And then you've got 3 holes. So depending on where you want it, how many little, so, well, let's put it on the middle. So that goes through like so. This goes back on there. Right.
Now your head unit.
Then this will just sit up there nicely.
Will it?
It will do. Eventually.
Will it really go up there, will it?
No, it won't do up there. Next. You've got your head unit, which sits quite nicely on the end of your handle.
Screw out.
Yes, I know. Oh, look at that. See, I'm looking at doing that. See, this is why a video of doing this from me is perfect, because you know not what to do. And now I get to use my little screwdriver. Make sure that's nice and firm in there. Champion. Right. And then this, give it a couple more wrap rounds, because what you don't want is you don't want it to be too tight. I've lost the whole thing.
Make sure you put it in the right way.
There it is. I know.
And I think the pins could have done with a screw-on adapter rather than just a push-in.
Right.
But that can be easily
well, that's
solved.
pushed in.
Is that steady?
Feels a bit wobbly. It does feel a little bit wobbly, but hey-ho. And there is your detector. Right. Oh my goodness, it is so light. Move my diggy tool out the way. And my scissors. Right. Now this sits on the middle section. I'm 5'4", and on the middle hole, this sits just above my elbow, and that actually feels really, really light. I actually quite like that. Do you know what? I'm actually quite impressed with that. That feels really sturdy and it feels really strong. Yeah, I'm impressed with that. Right, well, we'll come back for another video later on, and when we'll be using this, and I'll show you all the lovely display.